Hi there. So, this week's theme is habit formation. How do we establish new habits? This is a biggie, right? Because this is what we want to do when we're talking about shifting the way we think, shifting, the way we do things, like all those things, right? Any improvement often comes in the easiest way to improve things is to establish a new habit for them. So, I'm just going to give you some quick tips tonight on how to establish new habits. So, first off, there are two effective ways to establish new habits. One is to have some type of reminders. So that looks like setting up timers in your phone, accountability partners, signs on your wall, like any other way. I love to use like dry and wet erase markers, like on mirrors, in your bathroom or your bedroom. I love to look up if I have a certain message that I want to focus on. Google Images, man. There's somebody already made a beautiful image with whatever that saying is on it. So, I'll print those out and post them or put them as a screensaver or something like that. So know that. So the first effective way to establish new habits is to set up reminders for yourself. Don't expect yourself to be able to remember this new thing. You're a beginner, you're going to forget. And especially when we're talking about behavioral habits, when you're already triggered, you're not going to remember what the change was that you wanted to make. So you want to make it during calm times, right? So you want to remind yourself all the time of these new habits. Second way to establish a new habit, to effectively establish a new habit, is to attach it to an already established habit, one that is already just in place, like brushing your teeth, eating, drinking water, waking up, going to bed, working out, whatever those things that are already in your schedule, already established, already habitual, you don't have to think about them. Attach this habit to that habit. So for instance, if the new habit that you want to form is you want to become more present and you want to be more mindful, what you can do is start with eating. Every time you eat a meal, you can do it mindfully. You'll tap into all five senses while you're eating. That's a great way to establish this new habit of mindfulness into the already established habit of eating. Or some of my clients use those wet erase markers again, or whatever it is, like on their water bottles. So each time they take a drink, they do a check-in with themselves, or their mindful, whatever the new habit is, they do each time they take a drink. So those are the two, that's your big tip for today. The two ways to establish new habits is to remind yourself in some way and to attach it to an already established habit. And here's the bottom line. The bottom line is when it's talking about changing things, establishing habits, whatever it is, it's really what we're talking about is purposefully making a change. So whatever that means, however that means. So for instance, I am establishing this habit of setting out these videos every Tuesday. It serves two purposes for me. One, it's getting these videos out for you weekly, and it's also a reminder for my Tuesday night meditation group. So that's what these videos are all about, right? So I'm establishing this habit, and I'm still, I'm not a total beginner, but I'm still in that beginner phase. I'm still in the, stumble a little bit every once in a while. And so the third tip I have, so we went over two ways to establish a new habit, but the third tip that I have is discover for yourself what is the too small to fail. What is the thing that gets you to check mark the thing? So for instance, I could have said, well, my habit is sending out Tuesday videos before 6 o'clock before the meditation group. And if I had said that, if that was the habit, which it was, right? And then I didn't reach it today, then that's it, I'm a failure. But what's the too small to fail? And so then I decided to tweak that. I still can purposefully do this. I could still make a conscious effort of doing this by doing it even after the meditation group. So it's still going to go out on Tuesday. It's still the video of tips, and it's still, in my mind, considered even a partial success, even if it's not 100% perfect. So also allowing yourself grace when you're a beginner, allowing yourself to define What is the too small to fail? What's the fallback plan if the reminders don't work, some life circumstance gets in the way? What is your fallback plan? What is the thing that says, I can still check mark this as done? So those are your 3 tips for establishing new habits. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next week.